Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On play action, here's Tua. Open man is Noah Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it down from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. but I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Buffalo.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Intended for...
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Tua gets this one into the hands of Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tua sets up to pass it. And he finds Parker here, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Allen now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again? Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's good.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll be...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Number 14.
Stephon Diggs, 85 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 37-yard going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught by Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. You ain't going to burn me. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On first down, Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Allen will try again on second down. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Tyler Bass to kick it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Tua, a final shot before half. This will be caught by Brown. So we've hit. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our players' spotlight. And he's been pretty good, and we see some of his good play, but I guess maybe he needs to be a little bit better right now. They're down.
He does look good in the spotlight, though, doesn't he? He does look good in the highlights, but that's not what truly matters. And right now, as a team, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to get back into the lead. He has to continue to play well, has to keep rallying the offense. The defense has got to pick things up a little bit. And I don't think there's much animosity between the two sides on the really good team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up.
Stephon Diggs, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
42-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Tua now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This is Breida on the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance. On
2nd down, Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go right back to Singletary. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and that will be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Open man. Here's Foster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now in Miami, it's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Got a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 9 yards.
We talk about blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. On the right side open is Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's caught by Howard.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Set to kick off.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills have once again taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So Tua and the Dolphins down 28-24. Just under 2 minutes to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
16-yard line.
That'll be complete to Breida. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now it's the Dolphins' turn. Trailing in this one now. Under a minute 20 to go. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Tua wants to throw it on second down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, it's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Allen's pass.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Allen. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
24. Tyler.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.